Yeah, that's a great question, Mark. I'm so glad that you asked about the team. That's really important because the way science is done nowadays is really far. We are very far from the days where a brilliant epileptologist can just be sitting in their office and come up with a brilliant idea. They can execute it all on their own. That is not research that flies nowadays, nor should it be. This particular project wouldn't have happened without a very close partnership between, my epilepsy brain and our biomedical engineering group in Cleveland Clinic. The paper has and neurosurgery. So actually, if you look even at the authors in the paper, the first author is a neurosurgery resident who is now going through his PhD training at the clinic and focusing, for 2 years on data science and machine learning. The two senior authors, so I'm co-senior with Dr. Carl Saab, who's a biomedical engineer. So, and then in the middle, the team has a couple of members from our epilepsy center. So, Dr. Richard Burgess, who's a very senior EEGer and a clinical epilepsy fellow. And then the rest are people from Carl's team. So you can see that the team itself is bringing together clinical epilepsy, epilepsy surgery research, neurosurgery, biomedical engineering, and computer scientists. And that's really the group that worked together to have that continuity between, the idea to how we execute it, to technically what parts of the EEG we can do, how we should process them, and then, close that loop with something that is clinically meaningful. And for folks who engage in this type of research, I would really recommend replicating this model where you include the clinical expertise as heavily as you include the data science and computer science expertise. Those two should be equal and not serving the other. So what I mean by that is sometimes with these big data research projects, the clinicians are just viewed as the people who provide the data, and that's it. That's their role. They give us the data. We know what we want to do with it. We're the computer scientists, whatever. And then we will get it done. Or it is the other way around with we're the clinicians. We know what we have to do, and these other people should just run our analyses, and they don't matter, and they should not take credit, right? So, and neither one of these approaches makes sense. Our approach is one that I really encourage, not just because I like it, but because that's the one that really leads to high impact results. It's where both of these sides really work with each other with mutual respect and through listening, right? So we understand where the ideas and the concerns are coming from and then adapt along the way.